up guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lexi and you're gonna get to know me today with festivals. A bunch of YouTubers that I have seen, such as one of my friends KareBear, Emma Kapotes, and a couple others did get to know me, and I wanted to give it a try, and my friend Karen aka KareBear has been encouraging me to do this. So what better way to do this before Izu, before everything, which also I'm going to be filming a get ready with me as well. So like if you guys want to know how I apply my gems or how I put on my glitter, or you know how I attempt to put on my makeup, you get to know me, and let's dive in. Question is, what was my first festival? Festival was EDC New York, and it was just a breath of fresh air, just such good overwhelming energy, and I really liked it despite me getting the flu. Aside from that, it was a pretty good time. I got to meet my best friends who are still my best friends today, and it was just such an awesome experience. What was the first concert I attended? Because the first concert I ever went to was Barney with my mom, because I was obsessed with Barney at the time. But as when I was younger, I used to really love NSYNC, still do. I'm more of a NSYNC girl than a Backstreet Boy girl anyway. So yeah, that was amazing. I was in love with Lance Bass, who I was the only girl that I knew who really liked Lance Bass, so it was interesting. What's your favorite festival? So, hard because I love EDC, I love Izu, but the one that takes the cake is Lost Lands, because Lost Lands is just such an amazing festival with such great vibes that every single time I would go there every year. Like, if I could give up all the festivals, I would go to Lost Lands just to be at that festival and be at that energy. I met so many people who were really awesome, so cool, like on my level. It was great, it was lit. What is the best set I've ever seen? So the best set that I've ever seen definitely had to have been Excision's 2017 set at Electric Zoo. It was in my home. Izu, and two, like, it was just, everything was so cool. Despite that it was raining, it was just so awesome. And then I also have written down here Andrew Bayer at Szymanski. This last Halloween was amazing. It was the first time I ever saw Andrew Bayer, and if you know me, I like a bunch of different genres, but this was amazing to see Andrew Bayer and seeing In My Last Life live, so that was really, really cool as well. DJ or producer, so that is a tough one, but I broke it down to 4. So first one is Above and Beyond, because their songs just connect with me on a level that no other artist has. And Excision, the same thing, but on a different caliber of like rage, and just raging your heart out with dubstep. And he was one of the first dubstep DJs I really fell in love with, because I feel like he has a really good connection with his fan base. He's just very interactive, and that's what I like with him. Third is Andrew Bayer. I have a tattoo dedicated to him, which is Superhuman, which is one of his songs. A lot of people think it's the Slander song, but it's not. It's Andrew Bayer. And the fourth one is Nero, because Nero was the first show that I got into getting into the rave scene, so that's there on my list, because I always have to see them when they're at a festival, and I always give homage to them because they're just so awesome. Favorite DJ or producer to see live? I definitely have to say it's a tie between Above and Beyond and Excision, because they both hit me in such a way that it's impactful, it's genuine, it's kind, and it's just that reminder that everything's gonna be okay, and it's okay to be a badass, and it's okay to really just get lost into the music and be yourself. I'm actually talking to my friend Rebecca Lorenzo about this on the phone today, and I love listening to techno, like Nina Kravitz, Ramiro Lopez, Emil Lenz. Like, I would rather listen to them like on Spotify rather than going out to listen to it, because I save that for when I'm grinding and when I'm doing things like within myself, like soul searching and things like that. But I would actually go see Nina Kravitz again though. What's your best festival moment? Okay, so my best festival moment recently happened. It was EDC this year, and it was at Andrew Bayer. We just ran from Steve Aoki, which was at Circuit Grounds, and then we went to the Trans Stage, Quantum Valley, and it was just moments before Andrew Bayer was gonna drop Superhuman, but as I was walking toward the front, like centering in, there was this girl who was just singing her heart out, and every single time I listened to Superhuman. So I had a candy bracelet that said Superhuman on it, and I went to her and I said, I love for this song that I do, I want you to have this. And like, she cried more than she was crying, and it was just a really beautiful moment. And that's one of one of my best festival moments, aside from meeting my best friends at EDC. What rave festival stereotype am I? So I guess I'm the bass head. So you'll see me when I'm not, like, you'll see me like raging, and you'll see me just headbanging, and you'll see me on the rail, because that's just where I am. That's my element. That's what makes me feel empowered, and just my love with dubstep just moves mountains. And yeah, I'm the bass head, and you know, I'm sorry in advance that if I hit you with my hair, it's nothing personal. I just like to go freaking berserk. One thing you cannot go to a festival without. That's easy, because I can't go to a festival without my battery pack. So you guys know that I love dubstep, trance, deep house, and hardstyle, and those are my top. Those are like my top 4 that I love. But
I know the answer to that.
what?
You like camping festivals.
Yeah, I love camping festivals.
Yay!
Because yes.
No.
Because camping festivals, like, after you can just like go to sleep in your tent and you can just chill, and just the whole vibe is different. But then again, like, there's certain festivals I wouldn't want to camp at. So it's just like, it depends on the vibe and it depends on the mood. So for example, Lost Lands, I would definitely suggest camping.
But EDC,
But
that's like kind of like, eh.
Well, like, it depends. Like, if you like the glamping experience, then I think you may like EDC. But like, I don't know, like.
Oh yeah, that is true.
Yeah.
Since they have the tents already made.
Yeah, like, I mean, I feel like that's like easier. But yeah, like, definitely Lost Lands, camping. Thing I've ever seen at a festival. I'm pretty boring. I don't really see anything that's crazy. Aside from Brad's and Chad's moshing the house, I don't understand why. The craziest thing that I did see is I ran into Ja Rule at EDC, and he was I will never forgive him for Fire Festival, but anyway.
Should we insert a Fire Festival clip in there?
So freaking bad.
His red ass hoodie, I remember that.
His red ass hoodie.
You didn't even say hello to me.
Yeah, rude. So, number 8. Oh! Gouda Boys at Lost Lands, mac and cheese egg rolls. Have it. So good. I'm having them flashbacks, like having those Ganja White Night flashbacks when you see them. Like, you know, I don't know if you guys saw that meme. That's like that's how I feel every single time I think about those egg rolls, EDM, and going into festivals. So I remember when I was younger, I will always remember Melanie C, I Turn to You. Like, I think it was like, I'm blanking out on the person who remixed that song, but ever since then I've been really into like electronica, like ever since I was like little. But what really jump started that was my best friend Chazelle Herrera like showing me Skrillex for the first time. 2012, where I went to see Nero for the first time, and that was Alex English, Lindsey Sterling, Adventure Club, all of those like cool people at the Hammerstein Ballroom, and that's what really like ignited my love for it. And then in 2016 I went to Izu. It made me find myself, and it made me be comfortable with who I am, like just accepting of the person that I needed to be, which is body positive and just a person who just needed to submerge herself in an immense amount of love. And that's what EDM showed me. And despite my ex not like being approving of it, I was like, you know what, I'll go by myself then. I met my best friends out of it, and I could not be happier. And like, we travel and go to festivals together. So but I would definitely say headbanger Ravewear, because the clothes are comfy and you just look sexy in it. And you know what, it's very versatile, and it's very not in your face, but it's just like, you know what, I like to be comfortable, I like to be grungy, I like to be these things, and I like to empower my body, and like that's why I love it. It's my brand. And you know, like some other brands that I've wanted to try out is like Rolita Couture, Freedom Ravewear, Pasties by Positive Mike. I will put everybody's name in the description. You in the rave fit. I'm a mix between like rave mom And I don't know. Asia! Question.
Yes.
Your opinion.
Yes.
Who am I in the Rave fam?
You do take in a lot of roles. There's times where you play Rave Mother, and there's times where you play, what's the word? It's like if someone is not having a good time, you'll make sure that you'll check on someone, even if they're sleeping on the floor and you think that they're dead. You'll just check on them.
It's a Rave mom, right?
No, there's like another term for that. I guess you could say Rave Mother.
Yeah. Brit Festival fashion accessory. Something Glow FX has amazing glasses and visors, and it's just something that I completely love. I first bought something at the iHeartRave's pop-up shop at the Luxor, and I thought it was like really, really cool, and I had to have those visors. So it's something that I have in some of my photos, and it's something that's a perfect touch for a Rave fashion accessory. Pet peeve at festivals. Besides Brads and Chads, moshing the house. I mean, I'm the type of person you can do whatever you want at a festival, but it's just like, as long as you're plur and like you stay like, you know, friendly and nice to people despite how drunk you get or whatever like things that you indulge in, do that. I don't know, like I guess like when people, I don't know, go ooh, ooh, I don't know, it's not like really a pet peeve, it's just like, I don't know, I just hear it so much, I'm just like, okay, we get it. A rail rider or groove in the back at a festival. So it depends on my mood. Like, I love to ride the rail depending on the artist, but also I like to dance and I like to pretend like I know how to shuffle, and you know, I like to headbang without hitting people with my hair. So it's great, we're fine, it's good, we're fine. Okay, and the last question, someone you look up to in the EDM community. That's a really hard question. I left it blank because I didn't really know what to say about it. I guess like someone I look up to in the EDM community are definitely my friends. They have been on this journey with me, and like I learn things from them every day, and like they're just such awesome people to be around. I guess if this counts, Excision's girlfriend I look up to because she's just such a badass. Guys, for tuning into my festival Get to Know Me, I'm Lexi and I'm signing off, and remember, stay plur and keep being amazing, keep being transcending, and remember that you are worth everything, and don't believe people who don't think that you're worth it, because it's their loss at the end. And yeah, definitely say hi to me at Izu if you're gonna be there. Definitely give me a hug, headbang with me, whatever. Yeah, definitely let's chill. Okay, have a good night, guys. Bye.